What is happening, guys? Federico here from the media department at High Tech LA Robotics, Team 4. So this video is mainly targeted at my department for new people that are joining the media department and need to know how to edit, and because I'm not going to be here next year. But if you're interested in learning how to edit in Premiere, then this video is for you. So starting off with the basics, Premiere is a professional industry standard editing software. So use it to edit movies, clips, any type of media. There's a bunch of different workspaces. You can specifically have it for audio. You can have it for color correction and so forth, effects, meta logging. But for this video, I'm going to keep it at editing. So the first thing I like to do is create a new project. Alright, I'm gonna call this project blog 3. I'm gonna go to general. I'm gonna go to P2 1080p. Right now I'm creating project settings that match my camera's properties. So I told my camera to shoot at 23.976 frames per second. And so when I render it in Premiere, the frames won't get all cut up and it won't look bad. And sample rate, this is good, this is perfect. Don't want to change any of this. And then we'll click OK. Okay, so we have our properties set out. Now we want to start importing our footage. So first thing we do is right click on our project. This is our project area. This is where we store all our stuff. Then we have our resource central, which is like worthless. You can just delete that. So you have your project stuff here. You have your effects, info, media browsing. And then here's your timeline. Your timeline is going to be where you're going to be doing most of your work, in connection with your source display. So basically, I'm going to import footage. I'm going to put in my source display. I'm going to cut it up where I want it to be cut up, and then I'm going to bring it into my timeline, which is actually going to be the place where I render things. Okay, so first I'm going to create a new bin. I'm going to call it footage. I'm gonna right click on this, import. I'm gonna go to where I stored all my pictures, or my video rather. That's all of this. Okay, just gonna click on these. Okay, then I'm gonna open, and it's gonna take a while to import, so one sec. Okay, now that's importing. God damn it. Okay, so now that our footage is done conforming, what conforming means is that Premiere is trying to translate the footage in a way that Premiere can understand it and allowing us to edit it. So what I like to do, I like to go through all this footage and just pick out the little things I like. So let's say I liked this part all the way up to here. I'm gonna click on this button. It's called insert. What insert does is it adds the footage you want. So what I did here, I clicked I, and then I hit O. So those are your in and out points. I want this point and I want that point in this video. And then I clicked insert, which allows me to bring into my timeline. Okay, so now that your footage is loaded into your timeline, you'll start to see the footage that you wanted in here, which is your timeline preview. So you'll see that it's playing now. So let's say I want something from another period. Maybe something without guy. How about this? I'm gonna use my in and out point. So in, out. This is your I and O key on your keyboard. And then once you have that done, sorry, text message. Once you have that done, I like to click on this little button. It's called the next edit point. So what this does is it goes to the last frame of your last footage, and it goes to the next blank frame. And so when you insert it, you're not going over your last shot. So when you click play, and now they flow together. So that's pretty cool. But when you're getting a bit technical, you like to have footage overlay other stuff. So let me see this.
Kickoff is always really fun.
So I'm going to use my in and out points here. In.
Kickoff is always really fun because
scroll through here.
it was especially great today because we had Guy and we were more organized in what we were doing and we actually understand what the game is. Usually I don't get the game until like the second week. I don't understand what's going on fully, but I get this. I understand what we're doing. So that's cool.
Alright, so now that I have this, I'm going to do exactly what I did before. I'm going to go to click next. I'm going to insert. But I'm going to do something different here. I'm going to use this little scroll thingy to get more zoomed in, I guess, to my shot or my timeline. I'm going to drag this up. I'm going to right click, unlink. Actually, no, let me link them together. I'm going to hold Control, Shift, and then I'm going to link. I'm going to bring this under. Cool. Now I'm going to click unlink. Scroll up a little. Oh, you have two, I guess, viewing areas. You have your video here, and you have your audio here. So apparently there's a cricket on my floor. That's no bueno. Okay, so if you scroll through this, you'll see that. Okay, so obviously we have audio interference between this footage and that footage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to effects controls here. I'm going to go to volume. I'm going to bring this down about 15 decibels. When I do that, it sets a keyframe, and since there's no other keyframes to manage it, it's just going to say, oh, I want this entire footage negative 15 decibels. So I'm actually gonna relink these, because link there, and then what I'm gonna do is right click, unlink. I'm gonna hit C on my keyboard. I'm gonna click, oh crap, hold on, let me click. I'm gonna click C on my keyboard, and what that does is that chops it up. I'm gonna delete. So now we have somewhat, and I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna cut it right. I'm gonna cut it here. So sorry, Zoe. So we have our audio in the background,
Kickoff is always really fun.
but so Zoe's audio is more prominent.
Have a game. It's really early in the morning. We haven't seen each other forever. But it's especially great.
And now I have to do Justin's footage. So I'm gonna lower this about 15 decibels as well.
Kickoff is always really fun because everybody comes together and we have a game. It's really early in the morning. We haven't seen each other forever. But it was especially great today because we had Guy and.
Okay, so when she says Guy, I want some sort of footage of Guy. So I'm gonna look through all the footage I have, which Guy is about 80% of all of what I got. So let's scroll through here. And he's right here. Okay, so here's some footage of Guy. So instead of inserting, what I'm going to do differently is that I'm going to actually click here, drag video only. So let's see how that looks.
Each other forever. But it was especially great today because we had Guy and we were more organized in what we were doing and we actually understand what the game is. Usually I don't get the game until like the second week.
Okay, so we have some footage of Guy. And just to finish this scene, I'm going to add a little something. Probably something else from this shot, because this one was fairly long. It's not long enough. Okay, that's fine for now.
I don't understand what's going on fully, but I get.
Okay, so right now I'm going to go here. I'm going to click C, cut. I'm going to hit V. V is your normal selection tool. I'm going to drag this over.
I don't get the game until like the second week. I don't understand what's going on fully, but I get this. I understand.
And I made a mistake, so I'm going to drag it back out. I'm going to hit C here, hit C there, V, delete.
The second week. I don't understand what's going on fully, but I get this. I understand what we're doing. So that's cool.
I'm going to drag this out a little.
That's cool.
So this looks pretty okay. Nothing amazing, but we have a little sketch here.
Comes together and we have a game. It's really early in the morning. We haven't seen each other forever, but it was especially great today because we had Guy and we were more organized in what we were doing, and we actually understand what the game is. Usually, I don't get the game until like the second week. I don't understand what's going on fully, but I get this. I understand what we're doing, so that's cool.
That's pretty okay, and I mean, there's a lot of cleaning up I could do. I'd like to maybe replace the shot with something else. But other than that, this is a pretty okay sketch, a little short scene. But that's pretty much it. I'm probably gonna make a couple more tutorials that relate to this. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to ask me in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. And have a great day.